What's up? All right, y'all, come on, baby. I just did finish my nails, so I'm trying to be a tad bit delicate. My toes might still be. So, oh, okay. My toes still a little wet, y'all. Y'all trying to like wonder like why it's so moving like that. My toes still wet, and I don't want to mess them up. Even though if I do, I'm the person that's gonna fix my toes anyways. But still, just because that's the case, don't mean we want to go through that. Hey, what's up, y'all? It don't mean we want to go through that just because we can. All right. Let me just start here, basically. Okay, that feels better. I'm doing fine. How you doing? Whew. What y'all got going on? I've been doing my nails for what, the past 3 hours? I started doing them around 3:30, no, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 4 hours. I spent 4 hours doing my nails today. They look alright. See, I don't know. I might end up changing the color that I did on my toes, even though I'm still not trying to mess them up. But that's only because I feel like the pink that I use for my toes do not match my nail. Like I made this acrylic color myself. You said Houston Rock, yeah, I do got to be a Houston Rockets head. I love the Rockies. That's my team. Okay, I do like basketball, but yeah, I might end up doing a redo as far as the nail polish that's on my toes because I don't know about that. It's my. You said you are. Is my Ismail. Hey Ismail, how you doing? But yeah, I do love me some Rockies. I've been rocking my Rockies hat all day. But I'm happy. I feel kind of relieved, kind of relaxed. Even though I didn't have a full blown spa experience. I did my own nails, but it is nice to do my nails and have them done. And due to my taste in nails, I don't know if I will ever go to a nail shop again, yo. I already know for the kind of nails that I like, this probably gonna cost like $100, $200. You said my nails are colorful and beautiful. Thank you. Y'all see I did Hello Kitty. We got our Hello Kitty thing nails. I halfway feel like I might add something else to it, to the design nail, my clear nail. I might add some more, like, I don't know if I'm gonna add rhinestones or some more charms to it, and I might leave it alone. I'm not sure. Am I tripping? Oh, I am. You said we gonna play one on one on the court. I don't play basketball. I watch. I watch from the sideline. I like to watch other people play. I came to the understanding that I'm bad at basketball when I was a child. Okay, I used to try. One of my cousins, well, my play cousins, was on the basketball team when we were growing up, and she tried to teach me. It didn't work. It did not work out at all. I didn't understand the rules. I didn't like the ball being thrown to me. I was bad at throwing the ball. I just feel like it's just not for me. I was better at, you know what I'm saying, cheering her on from the sidelines than I was at actually playing the game. And it's okay. Okay. I'm all right with that. I'll cheer you on from the side court, Larry. I ain't gonna be able to actually, you know what I'm saying, jump on the court myself because I'm not good at it. And I'm not even finna pretend like I am. I just know I'm not good at it, and I know I'm not, so I'm not even gonna pretend and try to play like I am. But what y'all got going on, yo? I'm sorry I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm late, but I'm late because I was doing my nails. But I still wanted to come on live with y'all, yo. I was outside a little bit today. I needed to go to the store to get me a little vape pen and some burn. So I rolled up to the store on my little scoot earlier today. It was cool. Trying to see if this jalapeno is turning red, yo. She looked like she turning purple. Woo! You said I'm so girly. I do. I watch. I sit on. I understand that. You know what I'm saying. I tried. I did try. I tried when I was a teenager. I tried to play basketball. I am not good at it. I'm terrible. I don't understand the rules. I don't. I'm not good at passing the ball. I'm not good at catching the ball. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. It's best for me to sit on the sideline and cheer on my favorite team. That's just what I'm good at, and I accept that. I honestly, wholeheartedly accept that. But the online say that that's what the pepper is going to turn into. It's about to turn red after it turn purple, and it's gonna have more vitamins. It's going to taste sweeter and more fruity, but it's also going to be spicier at the same time, which is interesting. But I have tasted a red jalapeno pepper before. You said that I have a good day. Yeah, I did. My day was cool. I'm glad at how my nails turned out. I'm glad that the stuff got here early enough that I was able to go ahead and do my nails today instead of having to wait until tomorrow. I thought I was gonna have to wait because usually they don't deliver stuff until later. But you know what I'm saying? I love that they went ahead and brought it when they did. I don't know what oh, you talking about my drink. I had me a good day though. It was cool. It was a chill little day, I suppose. I fried me some fish earlier and made some of my little what did I like tartar sauce to go with it. It was so good. Oh, it was good. Then I went to the store. You know what I'm saying? Once I finished my videos, I decided to roll out to the store. And that was my day. Came back and did my nails, and now I'm on live with y'all. That was my little day. I'm glad my plants look happy, so I'll probably water them tomorrow. Maybe at the back of my head itchy, but I can't spell what I don't have though. And I spell what I don't have. Let me see what the temperature is out here. 85 degrees, and like I assumed, it's still wet. It looked like it's still wet. All the plants look content and happy. How was your day, Larry? What you had going on? Ooh. Baby, one thing I do hate about doing my nails is all the day dust. I need one of those dust machines. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I need these to collect the dust while I'm doing my nails, but they cost so dang much. I'm waiting till the price go down a little bit. Dang, ice keep on coming up through the straw, y'all. What's up, Kiko? You just looking at me? Okay, hey, how you doing? Baby, they yawn. I'm tired. Okay, what was your dream about? Go for it. thing on this vlog. That's wild. First of all, me being the mayor of Houston is wild. Second of all, me being married. And third of all, me having a side piece. Okay, because if I was married, I ain't gonna have no side piece. And then the limos. Baby, that's wild. Now I want to know what your dream mean. I want to look into it. I'm curious. Dang, it's still 27 minutes. That's long. Whew. Baby, that's a long vlog. 27 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to chop her up. But yeah, that's a weird little dream. I can't say because first of all, I'm not married. First of all, second of all, picking you up in limos. I don't even ride in limos. What? I'm intrigued. I wholeheartedly am starting to feel like if I let it, this cucumber plant will take over this whole greenhouse. And it's making me feel like when I have my own house, I'm going to have to have a greenhouse for cucumbers alone, specifically. Now that I have one that is growing and flourishing, I am starting to realize that I'm going to have a greenhouse for cucumbers like on their own so that they can do their thing because I did not expect it to get this big. I like it's like I knew they would get big, but I didn't know they would be this big. This is like it's huge. It really is. I can't even see any of the other plants that's underneath it. Like that's how big it is at this point. It is literally taking over this whole side of the garden. This whole side of the greenhouse. I had no idea. Either that or I'm gonna have I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I might try next year. Once again, hopefully I have my own house next year and I'll be able to have it in a garden bed and have like some kind of something for it to grow up on because I was not expecting them to be this big. They are big. Sheesh. I really wasn't expecting none of my plants to get as big as they got this year. I have to put checking on my mid plants back here and what they got going. They still fighting with each other over this space in here. Baby, it look like they trying to get rid of my little rock. Oh shoot. I ain't even see that you been commenting. Sorry. You said I look like Taraji with locks. You said my nails will be like $300. Baby, I did my own nails, but I can't. I'm pretty sure if I was to go to the nail shop and request nails like this, it probably would be about $300 because they for sure double the size of normal like nails of long. Like the nails that I would request back in the day, long is probably half of this like this nail here. Then for two, I got designs on three nails, so I got three different nail designs. Then I have you said how come I look like I don't know. I guess it's the lighting. I'm not sure. I was out in the sun today too. Then I have this is acrylic, so it will be a charge for that too. I guess for the color acrylic. I mixed the acrylic myself. No. Okay, but I mixed the acrylic too. You said, am I going Michael Jackson on y'all? In this Houston, I think not. Anywho, yeah, they probably would be about $300 because I know they go, you know what I'm saying, definitely charge me a crazy amount for the length, a crazy amount for the three nails with designs, and then on top of that, mixing my own little nail acrylic color because I don't want nobody else to have it. Baby, I know they gonna charge for that too. So it would probably be about $300 for the nails. And then I have nail acrylic on my big toe to match my nails. But the rest of my toes is where I'm kind of I don't know. I think I might have to buy another nail polish color for the rest of my toes. I'm not sure what color because like I literally created this nail color, so I might have to do like white for my baby toes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't have no white polish right now, so I'm gonna have to buy me some white nail polish for my little baby toes. Either that or give me some baby pink or something that'll match. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. Or I guess I could do tan to kind of match in with the leopard print. But I don't know. I feel like I'll be doing like Tisha Campbell on House Party, too much matching if I try to do that. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do my baby toes. You said my greenhouse looked like a little jungle. It do, ain't it? It is, ain't it? I love it though. It's cool. I definitely can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So I have me a little backyard so I can have all my little plants organized and spread out because I'm for sure gonna have a spot where all my peppers gonna be. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have a greenhouse for my cucumbers specifically. Either that or a garden bed for cucumbers specifically. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. I think next year or possibly also this year, I'm gonna see how they do outside. But this year, I feel like the ones that I have outside, they coming so late, but still at the same time, I do get the opportunity to see how they grow outside. So, anywho, I'm gonna decide on that. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how they grow and how everything go, how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's a situation where my cucumbers, I was not expecting them to get as big as they did. And I'm curious to see how the ones that are outside, if they gonna get this, are they gonna be as big as these, or are they gonna be smaller? I know different varieties of plants grow differently. So I am curious to see how the ones outside are going to grow. I really am. I'm curious. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. What's gonna be going on. Oh, dang it. But I like it. It is like a little juggle, but I like my little juggle. I feel like it's cool. It's a vibe. It's a little exotic jungle I have going on out here. This thing is not steady. There you go. Now it's standing up. This one's standing up just fine. Oh, it look like this thing on here. Yeah, dried out. I'm about to put that to use. Put that to use. Baby, this greenhouse off the chain now. My little garden doing this thing at this point. I like it. It's my little chill spot, my little vibe spot. I feel like the design is missing something though. I'm gonna add something. I'm not sure what, but something I need to add to it. I'm just not sure what I need to add to make it pop a tad bit more. But I feel like I need to add something to it. You said so. StaR's, Cartel, not Pinky, right? They like really low key. A lot of people call me Star, and well, more people call me Star than Pinky, but some people do call me Pinky. And Pinky is a nickname. That's the first nickname that I didn't had that I did not come up with myself. Like people started calling me that when I was with my second husband in third ward. They just started calling me Pinky because of me, first of all, wearing pink every day. Second of all, him probably complaining about all my pink stuff being in the house and how I like basically took over his room and his pink stuff everywhere. Third of all, me rolling around third ward on my pink scooter. And then my ex, his friends started calling me Pinky too, which is wild. And I don't know if it's because they know that other people in third ward call me Pinky, or if it's just because I'm always wearing pink and I love pink. Like everything is pink. My car was pink. When I met him, I have two pink scooters. I always wear pink every day, so people just call me Pinky. Just I don't know, and that's a nickname that I have that I ain't never tell nobody that was my nickname. It's just unprovoked. That's my nickname, unprovoked. Like I don't know, that's my first like nickname that people actually gave to me. But Star is my nickname that I created for myself when I was about 18. I think I was like 18, 17, 18, probably 18. I came up with Star. That's actually my first tattoo too. I got Star tattooed on my hip. And everybody called me that. Like more people, it got to such an extent, and obviously that wasn't exactly before social media, but that was around the time the birth of Facebook and the time when what was it, Black Planet and MySpace started to like phase out, and that's like everybody started calling me Star. I don't know why. Like it's like it just like clicked. More people remember me as Star than they do as my real name. Even when I would try to introduce myself as my real name, more people would call me Star. They wouldn't really call me that. You said they definitely would cost $300. My nails definitely would cost around $300. Boy, you was out here paying $300 for women to get their nails done. Oh we. I ain't never. Now, I would say the most I have ever paid at a nail shop for my nails and my toes is around, I would say about 200. That's the max. And it was for my nails and my toes. It was a situation where I got a full blown, my pedicure was, you know what I'm saying, the full blown experience. What is it like, the gel, the mask on my feet, and all that kind of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? My nails, I feel like my nails wasn't even popping like this. I was really low key mad when I left the nail shop because I felt like it would have been a lot cheaper if I would have went to my neighborhood. But at the same time, they wasn't as long as these nails at all in any shape, form, or fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't start doing my nails this long until I started doing my nails myself. And I just buy the tips like that. Like I buy the extra, extra long tips, and you know what I'm saying? And that just be that. I wanted to do the hook tips, but I ain't feel like gluing them together. I ain't feel like really doing all that, so I just went ahead and did the straight tips because it's easier. But I definitely looked at that today. For sure. The nail tips that they use at the nail shop, not even as long. They only come halfway to where my nails are. My nail tips are way like they are double the size of the nail tips that they consider long in a nail shop. So I know my nails probably would be about $300, maybe more. Ain't no telling. That would be crazy. But I do them myself because baby, who got $300 for a nail shop? That be my nails ended up costing way less than it. And technically, due to the fact that I already had some clear acrylic, I already had the liquid that you use for the acrylic. The only thing I had to pay for is the Hello Kitty charms and the powders that I needed to mix the color together for my acrylic. So Let me not get suggested. I think it's about $10. To be all the way real, about $10 is what I paid for my nails. But that's because I did all the labor. So the charms was $7, and then the powders to mix the color together was $6. So it was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $13. And don't judge me. And then on top of that, I low key had like the powders. It came with more than just the colors that I mixed together. So the next time I do my nails, I may spend even less than that because I can use the powders that I already have left over from this set of nails, and you know what I'm saying, and mix the whole different color together. And then I could probably either buy some new charms or use the charms I already have, which is why I absolutely love doing my own nails. You said Star fits me too. Thank you. What's up, Giovanni? Thank you, thank you. I didn't realize that, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, once I like when I would tell people my real name and introduce myself, it's like they would remember me, but they wouldn't remember my name. And once I would say, okay, just call me Star, then they would definitely remember my name. I don't know why, but it's like people will remember my nickname more than they will remember my real name. And then on top of that, a lot of times people can't even pronounce my real name. They'll say it wrong. They'll, you know what I'm saying? And not on purpose, on accident, like be pronouncing it wrong and saying it wrong. And it'll be like, I'll tell them how to say it exactly. And the next time they see me, they'll say my name all wrong. I don't like that. So it's easier to just say, call me Star, bro. It ain't no way that you mispronouncing Star. If you mispronounce Star, you did that on purpose. But my real name, I've had problems with people mispronouncing my name since I was a little girl. And it's so annoying. It is so frustrating. It really is. What's up, Rise? You said you speak live. Oh, you speak jive? I don't know what you mean by that. I have no idea what you mean by that. The only thing I can think of about you saying jive is like you like the old, what is that old saying, jive turkey, what you racist or something like that. What are you talking about? What you on? Okay, friend or foe? What's good? Because I'm confused. I don't understand what you mean. Baby, this video is wild. What y'all doing? Mm. You said, can you see my tattoo? No, could be. No, could be on that. I don't know why you sit up here having dreams about me being mayor of Houston. I ain't mayor of Houston. It would be nice, but I ain't trying to put myself in that position yet. Ooh, ooh, that feels so good. You said I might be one day. I never know. Ain't no telling. I ain't gonna speak on that. I don't want to speak no ill on me and my future sense. But as far as right now, I feel like I'm just chilling. Mm, baby, do y'all see what they said that in 2027 we probably gonna have the hottest year? And everybody was talking about I was crazy 5 years ago when I said that it was gonna be a full drought. When God led me to say it was gonna be a full drought over and over again, and now the prices have skyrocketed, and a lot of our sources of food are being affected. They said UK food prices on the track to rise by 50%. Baby, the price of olive oil has raised 100. Hold on, bro. The price of olive oil has risen 113%. Beef 64%. Eggs 59%. Baby. They said out there the livestock people, like the people that are raising the cows, don't have any grass to feed their cows right now. That's insane. That's crazy, crazy. Oh, you said when's my birthday? March 30th. My birthday is March 30th. Mm. what's up? Why you retracting all your messages? I'm not texting nobody. You said what's for dinner? I already ate my dinner. I had some fried fish with some homemade tartar sauce and some hot sauce on. What you having for dinner, Larry? You said what was the word about people thinking you won't move on through the physicality? You talking about from messages that I have released? The only message I released that was close to that was somebody. It wasn't about somebody not moving on due to physicality. It was about somebody, a man that was in a relationship with a woman that he left another woman for, assuming that she was so ugly that she could never possibly cheat on him, and being so busy cheating on her that he didn't notice she was actually cheating on him, and he thought that nobody else would want her. That was the message I released. It was about a man that was assuming that a woman would not be able to move on, or that nobody else wanted her because he saw her as ugly and he saw her as unattractive. But you know what I'm saying? What was wild to me about that message is, even if it's a situation where a man see a woman as physically unattractive, but he is attracted to her because of her wealth, because of her resources, because of her lifestyle, it's obviously going to be another man that will look at her in the same way. It's not going to be a situation where that woman, I don't even know how to say it. Like, he ain't the only one that's going to peep that. You did. He ain't the only one that's going to peep that. And 9 out of 10, she going to get sick of that. I wouldn't want to be with no man that think that I'm ugly. I wouldn't want to be with a man that's unattracted to me, and the only reason he with me is because of my resources or my money. You know what I'm saying? You gonna beat that. You gonna get tired of the person that you supposed to be married to in a relationship with not giving you the attention that you deserve or that you want, and going out and sneaking around with other people. And whoever that woman was, she didn't went and found her somebody else, and he feels some type of way. But in reality, the only reason it happened is because he wasn't giving her the attention she deserved. He wasn't giving her the love she deserved. And then on top of that is what he deserved, because he shouldn't have left the person he was with to go and be with somebody else. So that's his judgment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the best. Like, I can't stunt. Even if this was literally about my ex, bro, I don't even like her, but I can't stunt. That I feel like that will be the best judgment ever. Not only is it a situation where she didn't found her somebody else, she didn't found her somebody else that got the kind of money she got, that is attracted to her, that actually has a potential to fall in love with her and give her the love that she deserves. And he gonna end up out on his behind, bro, because that's what he deserved. Why should you deserve to, you know what I'm saying, sit up here and mooch off of somebody else? Why should she not deserve to be with somebody that's on the same level as her? Why would she not be with somebody that's actually going to love her and fall? You know what I'm saying? Because she's beautiful, if regard, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because of whatever they see in her. Like, I just feel like it's somebody for everybody. I know it's a lot of people that think I'm ugly. And I, you know what I'm saying? And baby, it shocked me because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a retired model. So when it come down to it, you can feel how you want to feel. But, babe, I bet somebody like it, bro. And when it come down, see why he would go pacing behind her, leave her alone, let her be with somebody that actually want to be with her instead of you. You know what I'm saying? Some men don't like certain women's shapes, and you know what I'm saying, etc. When it come down to it, it is somebody that would love her shape, bro. Would be crazy behind her, be chasing her up and down the street, bro. And I done had people come on here and try to tell me I'm chunky now. First of all, I am not the biggest that I have been. And let me tell you about life and how when I was 225 pounds, it was men chasing me all around the club. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't like it don't mean somebody else don't like it. And that's just what it is. And that's true. Just because somebody isn't your type don't mean they ugly. Somebody else may find them, like, you know what I'm saying, that may be their type. I know the type of men I'm attracted to, some women find ugly. But in reality, I have my type. You know what I'm saying? I do. I have my own personal type, bro. And you know what I'm saying? It's sometimes when I know I've been in position where people try to send people towards me and assume that I'm gonna like them. I don't like just any and everybody. I have a specific type. I sure do. You know what I'm saying? And just because you look at me, you may feel like I'm unattractive, don't mean I'm just gonna holler at anybody. First of all, I ain't hollering at nobody. And it don't mean that I'm gonna bite at somebody just because they hollering at me. I like what I like. And that's just what it is. I do. Regardless if it makes sense in your world or not, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, every man that I've been in a relationship with, dated or married, has been somebody that I was attracted to. I ain't finna just, you know what I'm saying, deal with somebody that I don't like. If I don't like them, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be very. I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna hold my tongue and pretend and or nothing like that. Nah, I'm gonna let you know. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I try to be nice, you know, but in reality, sometimes you gotta be mean. I try to be nice, but I don't care. Even if it's a situation where we going in a drought, bro, that don't mean I'm just finna deal with somebody. You said to you would give DL when men do that. I feel like when it come down to it, it could be, but I don't feel like it's all the way that, because I was watching a video that somebody posted the other day about an event they had going on in Atlanta. And there was a dating coach that be on here, and she does like different kind of little dating shows. And they were talking about the women that were coming up to this business. It was a business oriented event. I already know these kind of events. I used to go to these events when I first started my cosmetic line. I used to go to business centered events, and I was trying to learn the ins and out of business and etc. And typically at these events, it would typically be people that were literally there to learn what they wanted to learn, to go to the seminars. It wasn't social event. It wasn't a situation where you were going around or you were just trying to find somebody or date. It was literally going there to get information. Now, this event was completely different from the events that I used to go to, because this woman was featured there, and she had a whole segment that was for dating specifically. And she came online and was basically saying, ladies, come through because you looking for the rich men, you looking for the ballers, they gonna be at this event, they gonna be here, etc., etc. And a lot of women were there because of what she said. And you know what I'm saying? The wild thing is a lot of the women were complaining because some of the men that were there were on the same thing that they was on. And I feel like a lot of women don't realize that, just like, you know what I'm saying, we used to live in a world where the woman, you know what I'm saying, typically from a Christian perspective, the woman is in fact the table. And typically it's a situation where when a man comes to you, he, you know what I'm saying, coming to you, showing you everything that he have. And this is not just human nature, this is nature in general. Just like the lizards that be in my garden, the male lizards have a colorful, like, it's a colorful thing that go across they under their chin. What is it? I forgot what it's called, but it's a part of their neck, and it come out, and it's like when they see a female lizard, they start showing that. They start doing push-ups. They start showing that woman what they can do, what they can bring to the table, because they know in order for them to produce or any kind of children, they need a woman. That is how the world, you know what I'm saying? This is just literally nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about how penguins are. A male penguin would go out and look for the prettiest pebble that he can find, and then he will go to the woman and give her the pebble as a ring because he is trying to get that woman's attention. When we think about peacocks, the male peacocks have the prettiest flowers, and they spread their flowers out trying to get the woman's attention. The lions will literally scrap with each other to get the woman's attention. This is even the fish. They will fight over a woman. So when it come down to it, a woman is the table. And you know what I'm saying? In this state that we are in, we have men that will literally put on they, you know what I'm saying, they best dress and go down to these business professional events, and they were looking for women that had money with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna speak on it because I wasn't there. But you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what they had going on. These could be men that don't have no job, don't have no dreams, no goals, no skills. Just going there, all they got is what they got swinging between their legs, and they expecting a woman to be like, okay, yeah, you can come and stay with me, and I'll take care of you, and as long as you put it down in the bedroom, everything is good. And he gonna carry on cheating, cussing, hitting, and acting a complete fool, and think that he gonna be able to keep a woman that is in this up here, bruh. Ain't nobody finna deal with that. If the hood chick in the projects ain't finna deal with that, why do you think a woman that is making thousands of dollars every week is finna deal with your nonsense? Get the F out of here. She can be with somebody that's at least on the same level she at. Why would she deal with your nonsense? Baby, I feel like it's a win all around. Why should she? Baby, I'd be appalled and shocked. How, like, baby, you know what I'm saying? What you got going on ain't all that good for no woman to lose her head and be like, okay, I pay for everything and I do this and I do. Baby, please, bruh. Man, I'd rather be single than have somebody that's weighing me down. I'm just being real. You got to bring at least something to the table. I ain't finna deal with that. I would not deal with that, baby. I would not deal with that. And I swear, thinking about some of the situations that I used to have to deal with my ex is what helped me get over him, bro. The fact that I was paying for everything by myself, you know what I'm saying? It was times where I would literally send him money for a hotel room, knew he was probably finna call somebody else to come to that room with him. I didn't even care. I just didn't want to be around him. Like, I'm not gonna deal with it. And I'm pretty sure eventually, you know what I'm saying, she gonna get some sense in her head and she ain't gonna want to deal with it. And if she don't, I don't even care. As long as I ain't gotta deal with him no more, that's all I'm worried about, bro. I swear. Baby, I ain't got time for that. But I feel like it's not fair for a woman to, you know what I'm saying, regardless to what she look like or what she shaped like, to be giving so much to a man, and he think that she is unattractive. He feel like she is a burden upon him. He feel like she is embarrassing to him, and he can't believe he gotta walk around with her. He can't believe he gotta hold her hand, and he deserve better, and he should this, that, that. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. I like, you know what I'm saying? She should go out and find somebody better. If it's a situation with a man laying next to her, don't even want her, he's trying to sneak around with the neighbor, and he's trying to sneak around with a friend, and he's trying to sneak around with a co-workers. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's embarrassing. And that's what the message was about. Okay, this is a man that thought that a woman was just gonna deal with his nonsense, and he thought that she would, ain't nobody want her, and ain't nobody checking for her, and ain't nobody worried about her, and he gonna end up in a position where he gonna be shocked and appalled because he gonna find out that somebody on her level actually do want her, and he gonna get pushed, you know what I'm saying, kicked out, bro. Okay, that was the message. That's basically what it was about. A man that was full of himself and was looking down upon a woman that, you know what I'm saying, he claimed that he loved and he claimed he cared about. It don't even make no sense. I couldn't. Mm-mm. I couldn't. Because you utter to me that you don't want to be with me, I'm going to tell you to pack up all your stuff and find the door, bro. I don't care where you go. I don't care who you find. Bye, bro. If you don't want to be here, ain't nobody holding you hostage. It ain't no situation where you're a prisoner. Get out. And if you do want to be here, act like it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no situation where you finna be going around to whoever it is you sleeping with and lying to them, talking about I'm forcing you to be here and you ain't got no choice and you really trying to find a way out. And if only you could, baby, then you need to leave, bro. Go on about your business. It's jobs out here. It's several jobs out here. That's why I wasn't trying to hear his nonsense. My ex nonsense in San Antonio and talk about his job out there, his job at, boy, please, bro, it's more jobs out here in Houston than it is out there. The ship channel is out here. If you was really trying to look for a job, you can find a job out here. I know where you can go. I know several places where men go and find jobs instantly, easily. So it ain't no situation where you just got to be there for that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't none of my business. In reality, that, you know what I'm saying? From what he was telling me, he was just after her money. And if it's a situation where she down with that, I really don't even care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna move on, baby. Go move on to somebody else and find me my little happily ever after and go on about my business. I ain't got time for that. I'm not gonna deal with that nonsense. And as far as I'm concerned, if he'll do it to her, he'll do it to me. What makes me, you know what I'm saying, think that I'm so wonderful that he wasn't doing me like that in the first place. The only reason that, you know what I'm saying, he may have been acting funny with me is because my money is not the way that it used to be. So I'm just going to focus on getting my career, getting my money back right, getting myself together, and not worry about, I don't want to be with him no more. To be honest, even after I get my money right, get my car and get my house and all that, I pray to God that he don't find out where I stay. I pray to God people ain't telling him what kind of car I drive. I pray to God that he leave me all the way alone. I want to be with somebody that's going to love me for who I am, that's going to appreciate what I bring to the table, and for the most part, I am the table, and he ain't finna be expecting me to be the only person. I'm the table, and I already got stuff on the table, and he expecting that he's supposed to just come with nothing but what he got between his legs, and it's just gonna be all right. I ain't finna play with you, sir. I can find that anywhere. Please, bro. Nah, bro. We ain't trying to carry on no, you know what I'm saying, no heavyweight, bro. I'm good on that. I used to work as a nursing assistant. I know what it feels like to have to pick up, you know what I'm saying, that kind of way. Ain't nobody got time for that. F that. F that. It ain't gonna be no situation where you laying next to me in the bed that I'm paying for and you think I'm ugly if you don't come up away from me, bro. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, that's the truth. Sitting up there trying to keep the, you know what I'm saying, the wonderful person that actually will love you and care about you from coming in and go around to other women. Man, I'm really trying to get away from her. And man, I'm really sick of her. And man, I'm really trying to figure out some kind of way to get rid of her. And I'm really trying to, boy, if you don't just get leave, bruh, man, you don't even understand some of the things this man would utter from his mouth. And I like literally like, bruh, ain't nobody holding you here hostage. Get out, bruh. Go on about your, you can go right on back to the club, bruh, if that's what you want to do. You the one that called me saying that you was cold. You the one that called me saying you ain't have nowhere to go. You the one that called me saying that you needed help. And I'm the one that said, okay, you can come into my house, bruh, and lay up in my bed. And you sitting up here trying to act like I'm holding you. If you don't get away from me, bruh, and stop playing with me, that's the truth. Ain't that the truth? Okay. Well, come in on the bias of are we just roommates but expect to sleep in your bed? Come in and talk about y'all just roommates and they just need somewhere to stay right now. But every time somebody call you, it's a problem. Make it make sense, bro. And I wasn't even on that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know who this is for, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just flowing out. But in reality, if a man is acting like that, I ain't got time for that. He can go ahead and hit the door, bro. He can find somewhere else to stay. What's the point? He should go and stay with family then. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where he just needs to get up off his feet and he needs to figure it out, it ain't gonna be no situation where I'm allowing you, I'm letting you stay with me and I'm helping you out and you sitting up here trying to act like you my man and you the king of my castle and you running things, baby. Make it make sense. I remember I found out that he was sitting up here lying to the little girl next door and talking about I was his daughter. And I ain't nothing but 10 years younger than him. And he's sitting up here that's acting like I'm his daughter, acting like I'm his child and not his wife. Absolutely crazy. And she's sitting up here listening to every conversation we have, listening every time we, you know what I'm saying, get it on in the bed, every what we watching on TV, all kind of crazy stuff, and losing her mind. And what's wild to me is she kept wanting to deal with this man if I really was his daughter. And he's sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, doing all that with me. Why in the world would you keep on messing? That's incest, bruh. That is disgusting. Why would you carry on sleeping with somebody if they telling you that that's their daughter and they like really? That's it. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be real. I digress. I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with it. Literally ran from my own house trying to get away from crazy. Left Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and everything else trying to get away from crazy. I just, baby, nah, bro. Never again. I pray to God that the next person I find don't have me, baby. I pray to God that I don't, like, please, Lord, send me somebody better. Please send me somebody that's actually going to be helping and putting forth some kind of effort to help. I pray that I have somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that really love me for me, is actually attracted to me, actually want me for me, and not somebody that, you know what I'm saying, feel like I'm supposed to be a stepping stone. I ain't nobody's stepping stone. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for nobody playing with my emotions, playing with my feelings, playing with my heart. Ain't nobody got time for that. And at the very least, if that's what it is, let that be what it is. Don't be sitting up trying to act like you want to marry me and you want to be with me forever. And that's not what you really feel in your heart. Baby, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. The only thing about me is I ain't so savage that I was sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, staying with him while simultaneously dating other people. I remember one night I was sitting up in that townhouse praying to God, and God kept on leading me, go out. Since you single, go out. Since y'all broke up, go out. Since he don't want you no more, go out and find you somebody else. But I refused to because I was just constantly like, what did that look like? For me to be, you know what I'm saying, literally staying with somebody and go out and meet somebody else. I got a whole house. I can't even bring the man to my house because this man up in here and he won't leave. I remember calling my cousin, because I wanted him to get up out my house. He act like he ain't want to leave. He was trying to fight on me, threatening me and my son. And you know what I'm saying? My cousin was about to pull up. But obviously, I told my cousin not to come because I ain't trying to be in no position to where, you know what I'm saying, this man and my cousin end up getting into it. I ain't want my cousin, first of all, to end up hurt or worse. And for sure, didn't want, you know what I'm saying, anything like that going on. I would prefer for him to just leave on his own accord. So in reality, you know what I'm saying, as much as it hurt, sis, like being with him and taking him was a blessing in disguise because now I don't have to worry about him no more. I can go on about my business and live my life as peacefully and graciously as possible, bro. I ain't got to worry about this nutcase ever again, bro. And you know what I'm saying? If and when something happened between them, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Once she finally finds somebody that is on her level and that actually see her for who she is, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't trying to hear about it. I pray to God he don't find my number. I pray to God don't nobody give him my number. I pray to God don't nobody bring him over here. Baby, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Baby, you know what I'm saying? He want to use somebody for a stepping stone. I pray to God that he go ahead and carry on. You know what I'm saying? Learn whatever he learned, regardless if he stay out there or come back here. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I don't have time for that. He was a whole nightmare, the whole relationship. I feel you. I feel you. I feel like it's sad, but it's true. But that's what they were saying about that event. They said it was a lot of men up there. They wasn't interested in business. They wasn't interested in starting no business. They was sitting up there talking about they entrepreneurs, but no business plan, no plan for a business. They didn't go to the business side or nothing like that. What they was dressed like they was at a club and they was walking around trying to see who they could talk to. Baby, okay, that's how it is out here now. We in a age where the men is out here looking for a sugar mama. We in the age where the men is looking to be, they want to be kept husbands. They want to be at home with an apron on, cooking and cleaning and doing stuff like that. And half of them, they only gonna do that for a month, 2 weeks max. And after that, they gonna start looking at you like you supposed to be working full time, paying all the bills and cooking and cleaning because you can bet your bottom dollar that's how my ex was treating me. I'm paying all the bills by myself, and then on top of that, I'm supposed to be cooking and cleaning so he can cheat in peace. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. F that. And dang it, if another woman don't do all that just so she can say she got a husband and she got a man, baby, do your thing, bro. You do your thing, sis. I ain't finna do it. I ain't finna do it. I sure ain't nobody got time for that. And if your money long enough to where he can sit around and you know what I'm saying, in his slippers all day and sleep with the neighbors and whoever else they want to sleep with, while simultaneously you are able to afford for somebody to come and clean the house for y'all and mess around, be sleeping with her, you do your thing, bro. I'm not finna deal with it. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. And I know some women end up in that position because these men be trapping them with babies and have them stuck. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. He said he was trying to come back and act like he changed. Baby, he ain't gonna fool me. I know he ain't changed nothing. Hey, what's up, Lee? Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Please. Baby, ain't nothing over there playing the character. And that's fine. He can carry on playing that character. If she like it, I love it, bro. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Baby, I'm trying to find me somebody else. Anybody else. I don't want to say anybody else, but I'm definitely trying to find somebody else. I don't want to say anybody else because, baby, baby, some of the people, baby, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but you know what I'm saying? Some of the people that be trying to holler at me, it's a hell dog, bro. But I can't say when it come down to it, I'm gonna try to find me somebody else. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't trying to be with somebody that ain't gonna do nothing but give me a headache. Forget that. I want somebody that's gonna bring some peace. I'm from Houston. I'm from Houston. I'm tired of my heart being broke. And dang it, if I can't find somebody that's gonna bring me some peace, I'm gonna be by myself. It's one way or the other. Because honestly, if I would have chilled the second time I got married, I like really felt like I was tripping. And you know what I'm saying? I was making way more. Like when I say way more, I would say dang near it ain't even just 100%, like 1,000% more than I'm making right now. And if I would have put my money towards getting my own house and my own land and my own X, Y, and Z, I would be done by now instead of getting married. Now, when it comes down to it, do I regret marrying him? I don't want to say 100% because it's not a situation where I don't love him and I don't still have love for him and I don't still care about him. But I just feel like we weren't compatible. And you know what I'm saying? He was on his own stuff. He had his own thing going on, and you know what I'm saying, he marched to the beat of his own drum, and I feel like we rushed into that marriage. And you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. We knew each other for a long time, like literally since we were children, so we felt like, you know what I'm saying, we knew each other enough to get married, and we probably should have chilled on it. But at the same time, being the honest Christian woman I am, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a situation where we was sitting up messing around but wasn't married. So I decided to go ahead and get married. And it is what it is at this point. But you know what I'm saying? I can't stand. While I was with him, I got kind of lazy. I wasn't able to work the way I really wanted to. I wasn't able to move the way I really wanted to. And you know what I'm saying? That's just what happened. But you know, I just feel like when it come down to it, my best bet halfway is to be single. But at the same time, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, single forever. I do want to find somebody. I do want to have a person. So I feel like I'm kind of torn. But if it's a situation where the only option I have is somebody that's gonna give me a headache, then I'd rather be by myself. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with somebody that's gonna give me no headache. I'm tired of that. Eyes is tired, boss. I am. Eyes is tired. I'm for sure tired. And I'm for sure tired of ending up with people throughout the whole relationship. They see me as like something less than what I actually am. Then after we break up, they chasing after me. I don't have time for that. I'm tired of that. I want some peace, love, and relaxation. Ooh, even if it's me by myself, thank you. on whatever amount of acres I get, even if it's just one, even if it's just half an acre, bro. I ain't got time for that. And I pray to God with these land prices that I don't have to end up moving to the middle of nowhere just to get some land. But we'll see how that goes. But baby, I want peace. Ooh, that's good. But what y'all got going on, yo? Ooh, let's see. Baby. Oh, this house is so pretty. What's up, y'all? Oof, baby, I didn't even realize it was 10 o'clock. I'm gonna take my behind in the house. I've been done with my drink. Oh, I guess I just came out here late, y'all. I'm sorry, babe. I'm gonna go lay all day. And get ready for my day tomorrow. Ooh, I don't believe this one was so crazy. some brown cherry soul. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.